Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Winsboro, Louisiana. I'm here in Franklin Parish. This is my old hometown where I lived until 2016, which is when I moved to North Carolina. So this morning, I'm preaching for my grandfather's church, Apostolic Faith Chapel in Gilbert, Louisiana. So just to give some preface as to what's going on here, my grandfather, who's been through several heart surgeries, has been struggling really hard the last few months. From the fatigue in his body to beginning to lose his memory, it's been extremely difficult for him and his wife, my mama. And with everything that he seems to forget throughout time, according to everyone in my family that I talked to, he apparently just remembers me. He talks about me a lot and how I preach. So anytime that we chat on the phone, he would always let me know, hey, anytime that you're here, I want you to preach for me. I want you to do a revival. I want you to do this or that. I just so happened to be coming to Louisiana this weekend, and so I was able to do just that. I got to preach for him this Sunday morning and Sunday night. Now, with the current state of his health, he is unable to go to church like he used to. As of this particular Sunday morning, it had been 6 weeks since he had been to one service. So they introduced me to preach. I go up and I begin preaching. Neither he or my grandmother are there yet, but in the middle of the sermon, they walk in the door. I was so stunned and happy and excited at the fact that they did whatever they could to just make it there. So right in the middle of my sermon, I had to just let the church know, hey, we need to recognize them and honor them just because of who they are. Before I get to this point, I know this may seem out of order at most services, but my grandparents just walked in. Can we give Bishop and Sister Harris a hand and let them know how much we love them and appreciate them today? I love y'all. Love them so much. Good to see them. When service was finished, we recorded a video with my grandfather. Then I helped him up out of his seat, and he kept asking me this question.
Well, my wife.
You're still sitting over here.
Where's my wife?
She's over here.
My wife's over there.
How about keeps asking me, where's my wife?
He gets anxious if he don't see me in the
Y'all see
room.
my wife? She's over there.
She's right there. She's patiently waiting on you.
That's right.
We got them out of the sanctuary, loaded up into the car, and yeah, it was just cool to be able to see my grandparents again that morning and have them come support me whenever I preach. Then we went and ate lunch, which brings us to this moment. Just finished eating with my Uncle James, Aunt Debbie, cousin Aaron, and some of the church folks at Johnny's Pizza. That used to be the spot that the youth group and I would go to like after every single service. We'll go change and then go visit my Meemaw and Peepaw some more. I hung out with them a while last night, but we're gonna go spend some more time with them, spending as much time with them as we possibly can, so yeah. Preaching tonight as well, so I just finished praying and studying for tonight's service. Instead of taking a nap, I'm about to go back down to Wisner so I can hang out with my Meemaw and Peepaw Roberts. Gonna go spend some more time with them. They weren't able to come this morning. I don't think my Mama and Papa Harris are gonna be able to make it tonight. So after service, we're probably gonna go see them as well. But yeah, just making sure I can spend as much time with them as I can while I'm down here, so. Oh yeah. Plus, I took this rope out of his shop, so I need to give that back to him.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, darling.
What y'all up to?
Nothing much. What you up to?
I got settled and everything for tonight, so I was gonna see if y'all were doing anything, if I could come over.
You sure can. You ain't got to call now.
Hey, now. Once I made it to my Meemaw and Peepaw's house, I sat down and we talked and talked and talked and talked. What's funny is we were actually all three so tired that we ended up passing out right there in the living room. I was able to snag this clip of my Peepaw. When my Meemaw heard the camera, she woke right up. So we just chuckled a little bit. I put the camera down and I'm pretty sure I passed out again, but we must have been extremely tired. So once he wakes up, my Peepaw is like, hey, before you go, I know you got to go to church, but before you go, I wanted to go and show you my deer stands that I got set up out in these fields. And of course, I'm like, absolutely, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I follow him to the shop. He has to air up a tire on his four-wheeler or something. Then we hop on the four-wheeler and cruise around behind this house where they have these big, beautiful fields. As we're riding, I was thinking to myself, you know, he's going to show me his deer stand and it's going to be really, really cool. But we see one deer stand and then two and then three and four, and it's like they keep coming up out of nowhere. It was insane, and the whole time he was just telling me about whose stand belonged to who. He told me a couple of stories of him and his buddies hunting on the land and just seemed to be in his element. He loved it out there. and I loved being out there with him. But of course, with every good story, there has to be a villain. So he says I have to show you this sign. Apparently, this dude moved in the area not too long ago, and he says that my peepaw, who has lived there for decades, is actually using some of his land. So he sets up this sign and says that he has spikes and all that kind of stuff, and keeps telling him he's been trespassing and all that. Absolutely insane, but whatever. Yo, and if you're watching this, bro, if you're watching this video, Mr. Neighbor Guy, who thinks you're all cool with your spikes and stuff, just letting you know. I'm a graphic designer. I'm going to design my own sign. I'm going to put it on your property. That's all I can do, so.
I'd take him on one-on-one, but
yeah. We began our journey back to the house, and again, it was just awesome being able to be out there with my grandpa, enjoying the view, enjoying the weather, enjoying the quality time that I was getting to spend with him. I checked my watch as we're getting back to the house, and there's a slight issue. Oh, man. Starts at 6?
yeah.
I gotta go.
What is it, about
5:30.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta run to Winsboro.
I love you.
I love you too.
I appreciate you coming to see us.
Yes, ma'am. It was good to see you. I'll try to come back as soon as I can and come see you again.
Yeah, I hope so.
So I'm gonna do it. I love you. Love you so much. Thank you for our gifts too.
Oh, you ain't gotta thank me for that. I love you though.
I love you so much. Oh, I love you now, Peepaw.
Hey, I love you, man. Oh, you gotta leave. We won't get to see you no more.
I will. I'll give her a big one. Love you. Just now leaving my Peepaw's house. I've got 30 minutes until service starts, which means I have 30 minutes to drive all the way back to Winsboro, change, and then drive all the way back to Gilbert. Gilbert is in between Wisner and Winsboro, so I have to drive through Gilbert, get to Winsboro, change, and then come on back. I probably should have just brought my clothes, but like a genius, I did not. So yeah, but I got to spend some good time with my Meemaw and Peepaw, so that was good. We got like 5 minutes to get there. We have got to go. I think we're gonna make it on time, or like right on time, or just a couple minutes after. But we should be able to get there for sure. I'm not gonna record or nothing because I need to focus on the road. So yeah. Made it. I'm leaving the camera in here, so I'll see you guys after service. We had a great service tonight. It's good to see cousins and family of mine. I'm gonna go grab some grub, and then I'm actually gonna come back through here and go visit my other set of grandparents, my mama and pawpaw. They were unable to come to church tonight due to their health conditions. Haven't been doing too well, and still just continuing to believe in God to keep them and help them out. But yeah, we're gonna go grub and then go visit them a little bit. So yeah. All right, I got off the phone with Mama as we were walking out of the restaurant. She said that she was helping put my pawpaw to bed, but I asked her how much longer she was gonna be up because I wanted to come hug her neck before I had to leave tomorrow. She said she was gonna stay up as long as I needed her to, so she's gonna be up, so I'm gonna go see her real quick and just give her a big old hug and let her know how much I love her and stuff, and then we're gonna come and crash for the night and start the trek home tomorrow, so yeah. Oh, now? You didn't go to bed?
No.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, did you come?
I am. You could have went on to bed, though. You did not have to stay up. And I love you.
So how many gods are there?
One.
What's the name?
Jesus.
How you bet that?
In Jesus' name.
Woo!
Yeah, just stick around,
Baby.
didn't he? Mama. You doing okay?
Yeah.
He didn't want to go to bed. I could not believe it. He actually jumped out of bed because he wanted to talk to me for a few moments before I left the next day. I actually ended up staying there for almost 2 hours, and we just talked and talked and talked and talked. I'm gonna play some of these moments for you, well, for you and for my memories, just because I love moments like this. You'll notice throughout these conversations that I'm yawning a lot because I was so tired. You'll notice my grandfather asks me the same questions a couple of times. Again, this is due to his memory. It took a minute for me to get used to and to continue to carry on the conversation, which was kind of hard, and it made for a very difficult ride home emotionally. But I don't think I would trade moments like this for anything in the world. Seen one today at Peepaw's house. Had one fly up. He's got corn everywhere in his yard. Feed all them birds.
You call him Peepaw?
Yeah. And he was out there and had a cardinal fly up.
What time you got to catch out?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
What flight are you?
Delta.
You like it pretty good?
They're good. They're better. One of the better ones to me. We flew Southwest a couple of weeks ago, and that's the reason she don't want to fly. Miranda didn't want to fly. It was rough. It was real rough. She looked over. She said, "I'm not doing this anymore." She said, "I'm not flying again."
I enjoy flying, but Mama won't fly.
Yeah.
She will not. She feels like if God wants her to fly, he'll give a wing.
Yeah. I'll just have to drive down here and leave Brianna with you. Me and Papa go on a trip.
Yeah. Oh man.
How did you book your room?
Hey, Uncle James did it.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, I was just gonna stay at me, Mom, Papa Roberts. Stay down there with them.
You got it, Peepaw?
Uh-huh.
Well, you did a good job.
Thank you.
You stay right with it, right with the scripture, right with the word of God.
That's what I've been doing. That's a pretty picture of a horse right there.
Yeah. What time you catch out tomorrow?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
12 noon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mama, you need to go to sleep. So you need to go to sleep.
You keep yawning.
I'm sorry.
You make me want to yawn when I watch it.
Tired. So yeah, I gotta get to bed. I'm using y'all. I'm blaming y'all. I'm tired.
I know.
Better pass out on this couch. No dancing.
No dancing. No dancing, Mama.
Yeah. We think about it all the time.
Yeah.
He talks about little night.
Oh.
I brag on you, man.
Hopefully good stuff. I hope.
It
I
is.
hope.
I love you,
I
buddy.
love you too.
Praise
So much. Love you more than you
I
know.
told him.
It hits you straight, don't you?
Yeah.
You got it? You don't need my help or nothing? You got it?
What I do, I say yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And then
yes,
take
ma'am.
off running.
No, ma'am.
That was awesome. Hey, I love you,
I
Papa.
love you, buddy.
I love you. I'm going to come back and see you as soon as I can.
Okay. Take care.
Yes, sir. You too. Love you, Mama.
Love you too, baby.
Love y'all so much.
Love you
I'll
too.
call y'all sometime. I'm going to call y'all sometime tomorrow whenever I get home or something.
Okay.
Let you know when I make it back.
Tell Brianna we missed her.
I'll do it. I wish she was here. I love y'all.
Love you too, buddy.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Take the necessary time that you need in order to spend quality time with the people that mean the most to you, with the people that matter to you. Every second counts, every moment matters. As long as you spend that time with them, you won't regret it. Mama, Pawpaw, Meemaw, Peepaw, Uncle James, Uncle Dexter, all of my aunts and uncles. If you're watching this and you have for some reason made it this far in the video, I just want to let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you so much for investing in me and in my life. And for loving my wife and I so much. I really think I have the greatest family in the world. And you know, we got our kinks and stuff. Got our fair share of flaws, but yeah, love my family.